Well, hello there! It is Friday night, 10 p.m. to be exact. Well, it is here, it is for me, and that's what matters right now, right? Because that can only mean one thing: we are live! Yep, our favorite moment of the week has just arrived. Welcome to one2win, the free live game show for your phone or your tablet or your smart fridge, if you're one of these weirdos, I guess, where you answer tricky questions to make real money. Hope you are all feeling great. I know I am. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you're here with me too. Coming at you live and in full color, this is Jesus, the creator of this thing, but today I'm wearing my host hat. Yep, one more week I will be your guide through our 12 tricky trials, our 12 difficult dilemmas. Is this your first time playing? Because I know it is for some of you. I've seen you, MMD. I see you. You're new. Or maybe it's been a while, so I will give you a quick refresher on how this thing works, okay? So, in just a few brief moments, I'm gonna be asking you questions. I'll start asking questions. Not questions like, what is beauty, of course. I'm talking about objective, verifiable, general knowledge trivia questions. 12 of them, to be exact. And as I just said, you'll have around 10 seconds to read each question and tap on the answer that you think is correct. And to sweeten the deal, I'll even let you change your answer within the 10-second window we give you. Aren't we nice? I know we're nice. But you know what's even nicer? Today's prize pot, because today I will be pitting you against 81 one2 winners for a chunk of our $50 due prize pot. That's gonna be $25 for the first place winner, 15 for the second place, and 10 for the bronze. And remember, time is a huge factor here, because if 2 or 3 or 20 players end up getting all 12 questions right, the prizes will be awarded to the players who answered the quickest. No splitsies. But it gets better, because of course it does, we're generous. If you end up in the top 10, you will be getting some of our binoculars. This is our very first power-up. I'm told it's much like... Did I trigger a gift? Okay, well, we're just giving it all out today. I didn't even notice. Anyway, but speaking of these binoculars, right? It's our very first power-up. It's the little button right there, and it's kind of like Ask the Audience on Millionaire. If you have any, you'll see, and I think everyone has some now, you will see that button on the bottom, like more or less around here, bottom right of the screen. Tap it during a question, and you'll get to see what everyone else is entering anonymously and live. What a time to be alive. But remember, you can only use them once per show, and if you use them, you lose them. So, you have to be smart about it. Now, I know some of you may have noticed that you have extra binoculars that you weren't counting on other than the ones I just gave you. And this is because in the last show, one of our players, I don't remember the username right now, Chico99FB, he let us know that the answer for the picture question was incorrectly marked. So, in the benefit of fairness and transparency, I recalculated the results. Everyone who answered correctly got binoculars, and since the standings did change, we have another winner. So, hey, thanks for the heads up, Chico99FB, and I guess everyone can thank him now, because you guys get binoculars. And I think that's more or less about it. I think there is not much more to say, except that this is one2win, we're live, and we are riding on to question number 1. You guys ready? Let's go. Q1. Which of these does an airplane do right before takeoff? Does it camper, does it taxi, or does it yacht? Well, might as well kick off July by dreaming about a vacation, right? If an airplane is yachting, well, I hope you can swim, because your chances in this quiz aren't getting airborne yet. You get a camber in a road, and that's where a camper belongs, unless it's being lifted by the mechanic, I guess. Anyway, the one we wanted here is the name given to the movement from the stand to the runway, and that's called a taxi. And we have 68 first-class one2 winners, that was almost nice, who are ready for takeoff. But we're taking you all on a journey to question number 2. Q2, here we go. What is the official currency of Brazil? Is it the Brazilian dollar? Is it the Brazilian real? Or is it the Brazilian yen? So, what do you use to buy in Brasilia or sell in Sao Paulo? Well, the yen is the currency of Japan, and many countries use a dollar, but Brazil is not one of them, which obviously can only leave the Brazilian real. Said real. 62 of you are absolutely keeping things real by getting that one right. Congratulations, well done. And we're moving on to the next one. It's Q3. Question number 3. Let's get it. In the casino game Craps, which role is called Snake Eyes? Is it the double one, is it the double two, or is it neither? Are snakes some kind of like four-eyed monsters? Nope. Snake Eyes is simply a nickname given to a double one role, cause the two dots look like a snake's eyes. That's it, simple enough. Double one was what I was hoping you said. 61 of you said exactly that, and we're rolling on to question number 4. Q4. Who married Iranian-American actor Sam Asghari last month? Was it Britney Spears, was it Miley Cyrus, or was it Paris Hilton? Which of these ladies recently tied the knot? A magazine in Iran was really pleased to hear about the news, going for the headline, "Once you go Persian, there is no other version." Nice. To break the news that Sam Asghari married a now free Britney Spears. Yep, 68 of you knew that one as well. You are on top of the news, and well done to all of you. So let's head to the world of sport now with Q5. Question number 5. Let's go. Using an uncommon two-handed technique, Kyle Troup is a leading American player of which sport? Is it darts, is it pool, or is it 10-pin bowling? Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting some Bob Ross vibes from this guy, you know? Well, Kyle Troup doesn't use any little darts, and some American names in pool include Shane Van Boyning and Earl the Pearl Strickland. There is no Kyle to be seen there. So that can only mean that he is a big name in the world of 10-pin bowling. And hopefully the background of the picture, like the background picture, gave you a little clue on that. Bowling's the one, and 62 one-2 winners are getting closer to striking gold today. I'll spare you the jokes and move you on to question number 6. Q6. What takes place in the opening of the musical The Phantom of the Opera? Is it an auction, is it an opera, or is it a seance? And I probably said that wrong. But we're here to one-2 winners, and we know you love your musicals, so here you go. Each performance of this long-running show involves 230 costumes and over 500 pounds of dry ice. There is a lot of dry ice. Now, opera may be in the title, and if you thought the action starts in an opera house, then yeah, I mean, you're right. But the musical itself begins with an auction of old bits of the set from shows at the Opera Populaire. So, an auction is what we wanted, and 43 one-2 winners are making their bid for victory by getting this one right. I can't help myself, I'm sorry. This is how we do it. Q7. Which animal is featured in the logo of the World Health Organization? Is it a dog, is it a panda, or is it a snake? So the animal we're looking for here has been associated with medicine for a very long time. In fact, it dates back to Asclepius, a Greek god of healing. He would often use this animal in his healing rituals back then. But which animal are we talking about? Well, as a throwback to the dice question, I think that was Q2, snake is the answer, not just the ice this time, but snake is the answer, and 50 of you are another step closer to making your bank balance look just a little bit healthier at the end of this. You can actually see a panda on the logo of the World Wildlife Fund, and the dove, of course, is an international symbol for peace. So there you go, there you have it. And with all of that said, let's head on to question number 8, our picture round of the day. Let's go, Q8, go! Who wrote the autobiography Letting It All Hang Out? So, yep, this is the picture question. You know what to do. Tap on the picture you think is right. And, this is because eagle-eyed one2winner Francisco, as we were saying earlier, tweeted us last week, pointing out a mistake in the picture question. So hopefully this should make up for it. The author of this 1995 book describes it as part autobiography and part how-to manual. How to do what? I heard you ask. Ooh, same picture twice, yeah? Well, that makes it even easier, I guess. Oops. Anyway, this book will give you the inside story of the rise of fame in the drag world of RuPaul. That's who, that's the one. That's the answer. That's in the bottom left. And hey, I guess you get 3 choices instead of 4. A bit easier. And 63 of you stay for real this time. And yeah, picture questions are hard. But let's get this game going with question number 9. Q9. What is the lowest number of correct answers needed to win a regular game of Trivial Pursuit? Is it 6? Is it 7? Or is it 8? We love a board game question here on one2win, so let's think this one through. Yes, we hear you. There might be some weird variants like Bet You Know It, where you can technically win the game with just 1 correct answer. But with a normal rule set, you'd need to get a sequence of ideal dice rolls, which is already hard enough by itself, and answer a question from each category correctly first time. Every single time. That is 6 questions. And of course, the final question. Easy to forget about it, isn't it? 7 is the answer, and it looks like 51 one2winners are actually good at Trivial Pursuit as well as one2win, and they did not forget the rules. So let's see if you can keep it going with question number 10. Q10, here it is. What was the first original non-musical show aired on MTV? Was it MTV Cribs, was it Remote Control, or the Jon Stewart Show? Cribs is almost synonymous with MTV, but that show actually started in the year 2000, almost 20 years after MTV first aired in 1981. And by the way, fun fact, off the top of my head, the first song that was ever played on MTV was Video Killed the Radio Star. That is quite appropriate. Anyway, the Jon Stewart Show was the first talk show aired on MTV. It's not music, but something actually came before it. The honor goes to the pop culture game show Remote Control, which ran for 4 seasons in the late 80s. Actually, I don't think this quiz thing will catch on. But you know what's catching on? 60 of you guys are catching on to the questions, getting a little closer to taking control of the prize at the end of the show. And yep, Maxicat, this is indeed a Wii remote. That is how we do it. Anyway, let's see the penultimate question now. Here comes Q11. Q11, let's go. Which of these sets of letters is contained in order in the name of a US state capital? Is it C-O-N, T-A-I, or N-E-D? Nailed it. Not really. State capitals, it's a trivia staple. If we're looking at world capitals, both T-A-I for Taiwan and C-O-N for Guinea's Conakry are seen in capital names. But here it's all about places closer to home. The answer to this question lies in New England, in good old New Hampshire to be exact. Its capital is Concord, which has C-O-N in that order in it, meaning con is the answer we were after. 46 of you managed to zero in on the right answer to that tricky little question. It was not a con, and it is time to face today's Q12. How are we feeling today? Because it's the final question. How's everyone doing? Because I remember last time you were like a bit upset about the difficulty, so hopefully this should make up for it. Hopefully, maybe. I'm gotta refresh this thing. Whee! Okay, as I was saying, let's see question 12. Ooh, you folks. You guys are not doing great this time either? Man, making money is hard. Q12, let's go, get ready, Q12. According to IMDb, this sequel to which of these movies has the longest runtime? Is it Ted? Is it Trolls? Or is it Tron? One of these movies actually had a sequel with a shorter runtime than the original. That would be Trolls World Tour, the sequel to Trolls. So that's not the right answer here. The original TED has a runtime of 1 hour 45 minutes, and Tron is slightly shorter with a runtime of 1 hour and 36. Is it the same story for their sequels? Well, no, it is not, because TED 2 is 1 hour and 55 minutes, and Tron Legacy is just a little bit longer at 2 hours and 5 minutes. So, Tron sequels takes it, that is your answer, and I can confirm that 41 one-2 winners really are massive film buffs. Getting that question right was no mean feat. And, well, that's the end of it. This is one-to-win, that is it. That's all 12 questions asked and answered. How did you folks do? Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Do you think you're taking home some of that money? Out of the 83-ish people playing, where do you think you will land in our winners circle? We'll find out in just a moment, but right before that, I need to remind you of two things, just two little quick things. First of all, is that we are on the social networks, we are on Instagram, we're on Twitter, I'm also on email. So if you want to get in touch with me, say anything, you know where to find me, at one2_win on Twitter and one2.win on Instagram. Easy peasy. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that at the end of this, when I vanish, which I will in just a minute, I will leave you with a little survey. It's like 6 questions. You don't even have to fill them all out. So you can tell me, well, anything. Like you can tell me how hard you think it was. You can give us ideas. You can tell us about the video performance. Anything and everything. You can also tell me about my performance, but I'd rather not. But now that we've got it, I think this is it. So let's see our results. Because our winners today are, in the first place, Best Ken Ever, who did indeed get a chance today. 12 correct answers in 47.29 seconds. In the second place, we've got Piker with also 12 correct in 50.41. And in the third place, we've got El Turco, also 12, 64.89. Apparently, there's also 2 more people who scored 12. That is nice, that is pretty nice. So, congratulations everyone, you know how it goes, I will get in touch with you. I think all 3 of you have already won at some point, so I probably won't even have to call you or anything. How convenient, how nice. And you will get your deserved prizes as soon as possible. This is the end of one-to-win. Now that really was it. Thank you everyone for playing, thank you everyone for coming. It is always great to see people enjoying this little game that, you know, that I make. And hope you had fun. I hope you learned something, if you didn't win, because anyway, knowledge is the biggest win you can get. So we love you all. Take care everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind, be well, and I will see you next week. I've been Jesus, and now I'm going away. Bye!